Blog Talk Radio. Women have the power to transform this world. We can end crime and violence if we all agree to do one thing.
Yeah, but not the Zoom.
Share. Let's share our wisdom, share our time, share our talent, share our finances, but most of all, let's share our love. This is the female solution. Join me, Naima Latif, every morning, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, as we bring you stimulating discussions about the issues affecting our lives. If you're listening online at www.blogtalkradio.com/the-female-solution, press the blue button that says follow and get our daily topics every morning directly to your email and your smartphone.
Switchboard, because I've got Facebook or that computer.
Hi, I'm Naima Latif, executive producer of the Female Solution Radio Show. We invite you to call in 515-605-9325 and participate in this daily think tank as we examine the challenges we face and develop solutions that restore peace and harmony. We are global transformers, changing the world from the way it is to the way it should be. We are one. Wherever we live on this earth, we are one human family. On behalf of our team of radio hosts, I'd like to extend a greeting to all the members of our family, whenever and wherever you may be listening around the world. To our family in China, Ni Hao. In India, Namaste.
Namaste.
In Japan, Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa.
In Korea, Annyeonghaseyo. In Russia, Здравствуйте. In Germany, Guten Tag.
Guten Tag.
In Poland, Dzień dobry. In France, Bonjour. In Spain, Hola. In Italy, Ciao. In Egypt, Asen Wasata. In Ghana, Akwaba. In Nigeria, Peleo. In South Africa, Sawubona. In Senegal, Nangadef. In Kenya, Jambo. In Israel, Shalom. In Pakistan, Afghanistan, and Saudi Arabia, Assalamu alaikum. Greetings, and may peace be upon you all. Is Monday morning a struggle to get out of bed, into the swing of things? Well, don't worry, you are not alone. Join us for thought-provoking, stimulating, and mindful conversations on higher learning with ZeldaSpeaks for your Monday morning mindfulness session on Blog Talk Radio, The Female Solution, Mondays, 7:30 until 9 a.m. Be sure and send your ideas, thoughts, comments, and suggestions. Also, if you'd like to be a guest on the show, visit ZeldaSpeaks.com and send us your info. We'd love to have you. Experience mindfulness moments with the mindfulness/stress relief coach, Zelda Speaks. And thanks for sharing the mindfulness moment tip of the day. Stay on purpose, stay empowered, and stay tuned to your next session of mindfulness on higher learning with Zelda Speaks. Make it a mindful day. And thanks for listening.
Grand Rising, and thank you for joining me today on the Female Solution. Hiya Learning with Zelda Speaks. Welcome to Monday Morning Mindfulness. We are just here to start your week off with the Mindfulness Stress Relief Session. And we are live here in the studio. And we have guests in the studio today. Yay! We have Andrew Calhoun coming on today, along with Jodu Suson of Suson International. And I hope that you all can hear me well, right? Wonderful. Okay, today is Monday, May 18th. Happy Earth Day, birthday, born day, if today is your birthday. We are celebrating life because someone somewhere did not make it to this day. So we are honored to be here with you this morning as we go about starting your week off with a stress relief session. And let us always keep in mind those who are on the front lines, who are risking their lives by participating, by helping those who are in need at this point in life. And if you do one thing today, that is to take care of this temple. And that's what we're going to talk about, this pandemic, plandemic, scandemic, whatever you want to call it. It's a wake up call. It's a global wake up call for all of us. And speaking of pandemic, have you been paying attention to the pandemic garden? And what is a pandemic garden? Really? Pandemic. Let me break that down for you. The synonym: producing agricultural nourishment, developing economies, making independent communities. That's right. That's your community. And part 13 was on Friday. It's every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 9 a.m., 11 a.m. until 1 p.m. on the Facebook page of our executive producer, Dr. Naima Latif of the Female Solution. So one of the great things that she gave out, write this down. I tell you, always grab pen and paper. Toolsforteachers.org. Tools, the number 4, teachers.org. She not only shows us how to farm in the city, but how to use and eat what we have in the farm immediately. So I'm most grateful for that. And the first one was dandelion, and that's the one herb that she uses to teach. And she had a teaching lesson on when she took it from the farm and took it home and cooked it. I thought that was awesome. I've never cooked it. I only put it in my tea. Anyway, just wanted to share that with you. Some of the things that are happening in the news today, slowly but surely, some of the businesses in the city of Chicago are opening up across the state of Illinois. The Secretary of State is opening today. And did I tell you today's topic? I'm sorry if I didn't. That would be vibrations. What frequency are you operating on? Is it a frequency of fear, or is it a frequency of faith? You tell me. Well, we'll find out today. How about that? Our guest today, Andrew Calhoun and Jodu Suson of Suson Essentials. Now, you know I have a routine, and I usually don't bring guests on until 7:30, after the 7:30, but I don't want to keep them here waiting for 30 minutes, so just let me run through my traffic, and then we'll open up the microphones, okay? If you're listening online, you can join us at facebook.com, ZeldaSpeaks, and on Twitter and Instagram, it's ZeldaSpeaks, the number 2, and me. Also, be sure and check out my blog this morning. I put something there very special for you, zeldarobinsonspeaks.blogspot.com. And be sure and tune in to our YouTube channel. It is the Higher Learning TV show. Okay? All right, so let me give you a quick update on what's going on in the city of Chicago. If you're going out today, take your umbrella, your galoshes, everything that you need to keep yourself dry, because torrential rains have flooded the city of Chicago, flooding all across the city, and even in the Sears Tower. I was like, really? I know it's the what do you call it? The Willis Tower, but it's Sears Towers to me. Anyway, partly cloudy. Showers throughout the day, in the 60s today. Cool, but warming up during the week. Oh, traffic and weather is brought to you by Karen Kelly of itex.com. That's itex.com. If you are a business owner or an entrepreneur, such as Jodu Suson of Suson International Essentials. Did I say international? Yeah, it's international. Suson Essentials and Andrew Calhoun. They are members of iTech, so they are learning the benefits of being with this company as well. If you're a business owner or an entrepreneur, this is where you need to be. And you can get $100 just for signing up to go shopping immediately, but you got to use the promo code ZELDA. Z-E-L-D-A. Why do I say Zelda? Because of Richard Piggy. Always give thanks for the ancestors, because the ancestors made it possible for me to be here today. There are no reported delays on Metro or CTA, but on the Kennedy, that's another story. Inbound on the Kennedy, it's 16 minutes. Inbound, 18 on the reverse. On the Edens, there's a crash at Wilson Avenue. On the inbound, it's 24 minutes in, 22 on the reverse. On the Eisenhower, it's 24 in, And at Morgan on the outbound, there was a rollover and crash. So don't go anywhere near the Eisenhower unless you just have to, because you'll just be sitting this morning. And 26 minutes on the reverse. Inbound on the Stevenson, 15, 13 on the reverse. And on the Dan Ryan, there's a crash at 87th Street inbound. So expect delays on that. It's 18 minutes in and 11 out. On the Bishop Ford, it's 10 and 11. And Lakeshore Drive, 10 minutes in both directions. And that's your traffic and weather, sponsored by Karen Kelly of itex.com. And be sure and go to diabeticdonut.com. Chances are, if you look to the left or to the right, we've been sitting inside, we've been overeating. You may have become a diabetic and just not even know it. And while you're there at diabeticdonut.com, remember to check out higherlearningnetwork.org. The TV show airs Tuesdays at 6, Wednesdays at 1 on Channel 19. It is 7:11. We're going to do a quick Monday morning mindfulness meditation, and then we'll be bringing on our guests, Jodu Suson and Andrew Calhoun of Suson Essentials. So let us prepare as we become quiet and sit up straight in our chairs, feet flat on the floor, nothing in our hands. We want us to sit up straight because this is how the energy flows from the top of the head down through the spine, because we're electric. I am an adult on the softer side of 60, and I'm just discovering that we're electric. Can you believe that? Oh my God. Inspirational conversations. I'm sorry, I forgot to share that with you this morning. And then we have meditation. So I'm reading from Inspirational Conversations with Shalom with Israel, aka ZeldaSpeaks. And I'm reading from May 16th. It says, the weekend is over and we're doing it again. Monday morning obsession with food. Yeah, we're talking about food again. Why? Because it's killing Americans, particularly women, by the millions. Yes, women are the number one recipients of heart disease, where it used to be men. Right, Andrew? And it's all because we're digging our own graves with a fork, knife, spoon, and now a straw. After we eat too much, we try to go on a liquid program that allows you to eat a few small meals and your main meal is from a straw. Well, if you're like many Americans, you've probably done the Slim Fast, or what Winona Ryder referred to as the Slim Slow diet. Have you done Dick Gregory's Bahamian diet, the Atkins diet, the grapefruit diet, the cottage cheese diet, the cabbage diet, the ice cream diet, the Hollywood diet, the high school diet, the Dash diet, or any other crash diet? I do hope you all know that they lead to the diabetes diet. That's what I'm talking about, diabetes donut. Particularly, pharmaceutical prescriptions are far more expensive than a simple meal. Plan a healthy meal today, so if you don't have to plan a trip to the pharmacy tomorrow. Inspirational Conversations with Shalom with Israel, aka ZeldaSpeaks, available at ZeldaSpeaks.com. Proceeds benefit the Higher Learning Network TV show, where we teach youth behind the scenes radio, television, and print production. And just know that your purchase is keeping a child off the street and heading to the broadcast industry. Yay! Okay, now it's meditation time. Let's have a quick meditation this morning as we sit up straight, feet flat on the floor. Close your eyes. You should not be looking at me. No, you should not. Your eyes should be closed. The only thing you should see is the inside of your eyelids. And what we will do is breathe in. You can count to yourself. Breathe in, hold it, and exhale. Close your eyes. Inhale to the count of 5. Inhale deeply. Hold it. And exhale. As you are breathing in and breathing out, we give thanks for the power of the breath. Because someone, somewhere, is unable to breathe on their own. And you, my dears, have been given the power of the breath. As we breathe in hope. And as we breathe out love. As we inhale deeply, breathing in light and love and good energy. And as we exhale, we release fear from the unknown. Inhale deeply, breathing in joy. And as we breathe out, letting go of unforgiveness. Yes, let it go. It will only wreck your system. As we breathe in, let's do that again. Inhale deeply. And as we breathe out, letting go of fear and unforgiveness. As we breathe in, giving thanks for the breath in which the directions come from the brain and that energy from the top of the head moving down through the face, the shoulders, the solar plexus, the sides and our backs as we take long, deep inhale deeply. Sending that energy on down through the hips, the buttocks, and the thighs, and the knees. Oh, yes, those glorious knees that keep us flexible and flowing. We give thanks as we inhale deeply. And as we exhale, sending that energy on down through the legs and the ankles and the arches and the heel and the bottom of the feet and the toes. Yes, wiggle those toes. Sending that energy right back up through the legs and the knees and the thighs as we inhale deeply. Bringing that energy back up through the sides, back, and our shoulders. Yes, feel the energy vibrating and moving because you are a complete vibration as that energy continues to come back up through the shoulders and the face and back to the top of the head. As we inhale and as we exhale, we release, let go, and give thanks for the power of the breath. Deep breathing expands the lungs and triggers the happiness gene. Ladies and gents, you have just experienced and awakened the happiness zone. Yes, you are alive and well. Yeah, I can see the smile on your face. Take one more long, deep inhale deeply. And as you exhale, bring your head forward. That's why you're sitting up straight. Chin to chest. And slowly rotate the head to the left. Slowly, slowly, slowly. You're moving too fast. Come on. Slowly bringing that head around to the back. And slowly bringing it around to the right. Slowly, slowly. Oh, there you go. Bringing it around to the front. Chin to chest. Head up. Inhale deeply. And as you exhale, bring the head back down. Chin to chest. Rotating the head to the right, slowly, slowly bringing it around to the back, slowly, slowly bring it over to the left, slowly, slowly, bringing it back to the front, front center, head up, inhale deeply, and looking to your left as far as you possibly can, bringing the head back center, inhale deeply, and turning the head to the right as far as you possibly can, feeling the stretch in the left side of the neck. You feel that stretch? You're stretching good. And bringing the head back front and center. And take one more long, deep inhale deeply. Let's inhale together. Once more, inhale. And exhale. Last time, make this one long, deep inhale as you stretch that whole body and move everything. Get it all moving. Yes. And exhale. feel good? What a way to start the day. Hercules, Hercules, Hercules. And you know who that is, right? It's Eddie Murphy. So I hope you've enjoyed our Monday morning mindfulness stress relief session and that you will share that with someone. And be sure and go to my YouTube channel, Zelda Speaks, or Zelda Speaks Mindfulness, and you will see more tips and techniques that you can practice to help you on your journey. And right now, the journey continues. Let's all take a long, deep breath together as we bring on our guests today as we open up the microphone. Oh, I forgot to mention, if you want to call in this morning, 515-605-9325. Press 1 to speak, because if you don't press 1, I'll see you on the switchboard, but I don't know that you want to speak because you didn't press 1. Okay? And I am asking Jody to unmute her mic so that she can say hi to our family. And did we say hi from Andrew?
No, good to be here, Zelda.
Thank you. Thank you so much for joining us so early in the morning. Something I need to turn down because we've got a little feedback about here. Tell me. I think I've got too many appliances going here. Oh gosh, and they're all connected right here. But we're going to ignore them and yeah, the vibes are high this morning. We are frequency frequent all over the place. So thank you for joining us this morning. I know who you are, but the world doesn't know who you are. So what I would like to do is have Jody, who's been on the show before, to introduce Andrew, because she knows a whole lot more about him than I do.
Good morning, everybody. Jodu Suson, the brief one line. Suson Essential leads you to wellness. And Andrew and I are charged with bringing real health to the world. And a little bit about Andrew. And I'm actually going to let him speak and talk about himself because he does it even better than I do. But he is a traumatic brain injury survivor, had PTSD because of a car accident that gave him PPI, reversed that PTSD using sound frequency. And there's way more to that, but that's just a little hint. And now we go out and we educate people about using plant and energy-based healing to allow the body to heal itself, because the body is a healing machine. So, Andrew, why don't I mute myself and why don't you tell the world, about your greatness?
Thank you, Jody. I appreciate it. Very, very grateful for the introduction. One of the things that I'm here to talk about this morning is brain health. And I really began my quest with an understanding of brain health because of what you said. Continuous obstacles I face. Relevant to affect people whether or not they had a brain injury or not. Ways to help you focus, help with your memory, improve your mood. And with all people shouted together, everybody needs to improve in the mood from time to time. So we're going to work on to explain a few of those things, how I overcame the PTSD and some of the things we can do with food and nutrition to help you. Let me just share with you then a little bit about that really exciting transformation that happened very recently. So going back, much of my career was in nonprofit management, Suson after my time in senior living, and I learned more about what she did to help people with their wellness, their health and wellness through holistic. And the more I learned, the more I was excited because it actually influenced my life. God was able to recover so well. And I'll tell you a little side note to that. Three teenagers, about 2 o'clock in the morning, we got in the car in Washington, D.C. to come back to where we lived in Virginia. One driver gets in the car, I think a Chevy Malibu. Back then, you could sit three across, bucket seats, but you could sit three across the front seat. The driver gets in, I get in the middle. The other passenger said, "Hey, Cal, get in the back seat. There's more room back here." I said, "I feel more comfortable up here." He said, "How can you feel more comfortable?" I said, "Well, something tells me to be up here." He said, "Whatever." That saved my life because I think I fell asleep just about a few minutes after that. Turns out the driver was going about 70 miles an hour down the road. It was slippery. We lost control. He was going 30 miles an hour. The doors flew open. We flew out of the car. Back then, no seatbelts. Flew out of the car. I was found. All three of us survived. And the next day in the police report, the policeman said, "I don't know why those guys were all sitting in the front. Seems kind of silly, but it's a good thing they were. Because if anybody had been sitting in the back seat, he would have been killed and crushed." Thank the Lord for having me listen to my higher self. So let's fast forward to present time. And I always noticed when I was either driving in the car or a passenger in the car, I was a little bit nervous. I was not almost unconscious and get triggered by we were merging into a busy road or driving past another car. It wasn't like a fear of an accident, but more of a resonance of some kind of uneasiness. It wasn't Jody was driving, and she really kind of got disappointed. I was a little nervous. So we tried a device that she gave to me called the BOD, Bioacoustical Utilization Device, which uses frequencies to support the release of stress and activates patterns to quell the negative habit patterns that developed over my lifetime. So I use that BOD headsets on. Jody's got a version of it around her neck right now. I used it for 3 sessions, 20 minutes, and 10 minutes, by going through like we're driving along, going through the trauma that was reliving the trauma, just by visualizing. And after those 3 sessions, boom, it was gone. I didn't even realize what I had. She said, "Unbelievable how calm you are in the car." So it's one example, Zelda, of being able to use the technology to help us with our brain health. I'm grateful for that. And it's used very successfully for people with PTSD. It's used for people overcoming cravings, people for having overeating, smoking cessation, a lot of different things.
You said brain health, and that's not a lot that, yeah, I'm going to need you to run the switchboard, Naima. Brain health is not something that we talk about, and I was introduced to brain health, unfortunately, but fortunately, through my brother, Patrick, who is now deceased, but he didn't die of the brain injury. Who was also in a coma for I don't know a week or so ago, and that's when I became interested in not only health but brain health, and that's something that we don't think about as people. We think about the overall physical body, but we never think about the one organ in the body that is responsible for every other organ in the body. So the fact that you would talk about brain health and vibrations and frequency, this is new to some people. And sometimes people are afraid from fear. That's why we do the morning mindfulness, to let go of that fear in the morning, to just be open. and not be judgmental one way or the other, but just to be open to the new information that's coming to us because this is a global awakening. And we thank you for being a part of this global awakening to teach us um, brain health.
Yes. So there's so many things, Zelda. People think about brain health and think it's got to go to a doctor,
Mm,
and that's so not true. The things that you can do every day with what you eat, what you put in your body, what you expose your body to.
mm.
Jody's going to talk maybe a little bit more about that when she discusses. Even if you look to my side right here, I've got an indoor garden that I grow vegetables inside called a tower garden.
That's the Tower Garden.
Tower garden.
Oh, yes.
Let me turn my screen a little bit.
Awesome. How long has that been growing?
This we harvested. So we cut back the lettuce. I've got red lettuce. I've got pink lettuce. I got spinach. I got red peppers. It's hydroponic. So it's water. These are lights that come on a timer, or it can be also some natural light from outside. And then the water comes down from the top like a waterfall inside. There's little pods that keep this lush and green the whole time. And are there going to be any pesticides in my food? I know it's in there.
Wow, that is awesome. I love it because there's pesticides and everything that we have. That's why we have pandemic gardens. It's 7:31. If you just joined us here on the Female Solution, welcome to Monday Morning Mindfulness. Our guests today are Andrew Calhoun and Jodu Suson of Suson Essentials. And we have to take a quick commercial break. We've got some very important messages for you, so you stay close. We've got our executive producer, Dr. Naima Latif, with us this morning, and she's going to take us in a commercial break. If you want to call in, 515-605-9325, press 1 to speak, and we'll be right back to take your calls. Thank you for your patience. We'll be right back.
Whom are yet unborn. Our mission is to nurture them in childhood with love, guidance, and protection, and to raise them in healthy, happy families. If we impart values of compassion, generosity, and respect for fellow human beings in the next generation of children, they will create a world where people can live together in peace. This is our goal. Be a part of the transformation. Get your copy of the book, The Female Solution. Go to www.naimalatif.com. That's www.naimalatif.com.
Are you constantly arguing with your spouse? Are your children misbehaving and acting out? Someone in your family abusing drugs? Have you been a victim of domestic violence? Are you grieving in your life with a loved one? Let us help you restore serenity to your life. At Serenity Family Social Services, we understand that good mental health is a result of emotional well-being. Our goal is to assist you and your family in relieving emotional distress and restoring harmony and balance to your lives. We offer individual, couples, and family counseling. I'm Howard Williams, CEO of Serenity Family Social Services. Call us today at 312-315-4820. That's 312-315-4820.
Do you want to live in a world without war? Join our global peace movement. Heavenly Culture World Peace Restoration of Life transcends culture, religion, ideology, and other boundaries to achieve peaceful harmony in the global society. HWPL is committed to bringing world peace and cessation of war through peaceful dialogue between religious groups. I'm Director Shinsu Kim of the HWPL Chicago branch of North America. Join us for our next gathering. Call 773-580-1501
and be a part of the movement for world peace. Email us at chicagohwpl@gmail.com.
Grand Rising, and thank you for joining us back here on The Female Solution. Welcome to Monday Morning Mindfulness. We're just here to start your week off with the Mindfulness Stress Relief Session. If you didn't get a chance to tune in this morning to the meditation session, my husband is over here making faces. Tony, I should turn the computer around so people can see you. See, that's why I laugh in the morning. I can never get through the show with a straight face because he always has me laughing. So I gotta not look that way. I gotta look this way. Thank you very much. Okay, if you just joined the conversation this morning, our guest today on Monday Morning Mindfulness. Stop it, would you please? Are Andrew Calhoun and Jodu Suson of Suson Essentials. But first, let me remind you that if you want to call in, we'd love to hear from you. 515-605-9325. You've got to press 1 to speak, as well as we're talking about changing your frequency, your vibrations. What frequency are you operating on this morning? If you didn't get a chance to tune in last night, ooh, Lord have mercy, you have got to go back and hear this show from last night. They talked about sex and the coronavirus. Oh, that was a good one. Yeah, I was like, but you know what? I'm learning not to be judgmental, because I've always been a very extremely judgmental person, and we really know what that's all about, right? But I'm not gonna go there. I'm learning. Have you ever heard of a organic? A cosmic organism. I can't even say the word. A cosmic orgasm. You got to go back and you got to hear this show. We're talking about changing the frequency in which we live, from artificial intelligence to 5G. It's all about the energy, people. It's all about the energy. And most of us have a frequency deficiency, which begins, as you know, Andrew, in the brain. As you know, Judy, in the brain. So if you are experiencing something other than what you want to experience, this is the show for you. Today, it's Monday Morning Mindfulness. We're talking about vibrations. Tomorrow, be sure and tune in to Let's Talk About It with Maika. On Wednesday, our executive producer, Naima Latif and Kareem Hamid, repairing family relationships. On Thursdays, it's Family Matters with attorney Wendy City Deloach, Esquire. And on Friday, Health and Wellness with Viata. You can always go back and hear the shows in the archives. And on Saturday, the shows alternate. We're on 7 days a week. And on Sunday, last night was Soul Purpose Healing on the Female Solution. So you have got to hear that show. You have not heard a show talk about sex. We were so enthralled in this show that we asked her to start part 2. So part 2 is going to be on this Sunday night. Anyway, just had to say that. So thank you for joining us this morning. Want to call in 515-605-9325, press 1. Changing the frequencies, the vibrations in which we carry around with us, all this nervous tension and anxiety that we have on a daily basis. It all begins in the brain. So where do we go from here, Andrew and Jody? Jody?
Recently, I came across, speaking of frequencies, as you mentioned earlier in the broadcast, we're all energy. Everything's made up of energy. Looks like we're walking around in biological bodies here, and energy. Turn lights on, we see that's energy. But all energy is going around all our system. We're a bundle of energy, a bundle of electricity. One of those things that I found on frequencies recently is this cool device that came out of Germany. It's called a Healy. A Healy is something you plug in, and you attach to little things like this to your wrist. The Healy is able to dial into the frequencies of your body and be able to mentioning earlier how important food is, and Jody might be able to talk a little bit more about that. The importance of keeping the three T's out of your life, and she'll go into what those three T's are. So stay tuned on that. But there's food, there's technology, and there's just good moves that can keep you in better shape for yourself, and also the people you're stuck in the house with.
Ah.
So that little technology, the Healy, is we can talk about that a little later in the program because it is dynamic. But you were mentioning how important the brain is, and it is an organ. Everything that functions within our body, of course, is controlled by that organ. It actually is a very hungry organ. I've read that it can use about 30% of all the energy that we derive from our food goes to running this.
Mm.
That brain inside our skull. And so it's important to fuel your body with the right foods, water that's filtered, food that's clean, organic when you can get it. Because your body doesn't want the toxins. Your body performs better when it's got clean food. I know you know that, Zelda. You talk about it all the time.
All the time. And it makes all the difference in the world because, the saying that goes, we are what we eat. We're eating pesticides. Go ahead, Jody.
Jody's going to talk about we are what they eat, too.
Oh, never thought about that.
I'll let her explain what that means when she comes on because it's something that most of us don't think about. You think, well, okay, I'm going to eat what looks like good food. I'm going to eat food that looks clean. Even though I think unfortunately a lot of us are cooking at home now. And things that we're eating look like, well, they're healthy food. That's lettuce, that's broccoli. And there's some things in there that you don't know about. Maybe the pesticides, the Roundup that was used on that.
Oh, Roundup, yeah. Ugh.
Jody will talk a little bit more about that. She's really an expert on nutrition there and being able to keep the toxins out of your body. It's important.
Yeah.
Just to circle back on frequencies before I stop this for a bit. There's frequencies that you can work on. Food helps your brain think. The frequencies on medical devices like the one I spoke about, the bar that helped me with PTSD, and the healing, which helps with so many things. See, let me get to that just a little bit more, just for a couple minutes, Zelda. Frequencies, people hear, everybody knows the name Tesla because they know about the car Tesla. Tesla's named after Nikola Tesla, who was a physicist back in the early 1900s. He came up with, understood the concept that we have frequencies in our body that drive everything that we do. So every one of our organs got a different frequency. Our skin's got a frequency. The things that we think about frequency, our eyes got a frequency. And if you can tap into those frequencies and help them to be more stable, you will work more efficiently. And so there's some scientists who came up with this little device that's so small and clips on and attaches to your cell phone. You're able again to dial into. You say, "I've got problems with anxiety." You can dial into anxiety. You have to guess another frequency because the cell phone that integrates with the cell phone program will tell you. It's got a program for anxiety. It's got a program for I got lower back pain. It's got a program for that. I got migraine headache. You want any more with this thing? With some things you can really help out with. So it's clear through it. It's been around the world for been a year in the rest of the world. The United States got it cleared and introduced the market on May 1st. Went through FDA with clearance.
Got technical issues.
Headache, migraines, amazing people who have migraines won't have them anymore. So, going back to all the frequencies that drive our bodies on.
Okay, I just got a text from our executive producer saying that no one can hear you due to the echo. And she is asking me to change the devices. So what I am going to do, because the vibrations are live and clear, but we want people to hear what you're saying. I think what I'm going to do is because we have a meeting, I'll put on my head. Yeah, if I put on my headphones, I don't think that's going to help, Jody. Um, we have a meeting every Sunday morning via Messenger, and I am not the expert on that. And this is just, people can't hear you. It just is, it's not worth you to keep talking. So I'm going to have her to play some commercials, promos for a few minutes so that we can work this out because this is not working. The information that you have is crucial. So we're gonna go to a commercial break. We're gonna play some promos. Oh, she said the whistling just stopped. Wow. We sent the universe directions telling it that we needed a clear signal. And look what it gave us. Yes. We thank you, universe. We thank you. We thank you. All right, Andrew. Hit it again.
So going back again, really just summarizing our bodies full of frequencies. Frequencies is what we're electric bodies. It looks like we're walking around with muscles and bones and skin, and we are, but inside there, it's frequencies things moving really quickly. And I was mentioning how Nikola Tesla, we've all heard about the car Tesla, and that was named after this physicist back in the early 1900s, who was a freaking genius. And he realized that our bodies, different parts of our bodies are driven by different frequencies. Our hair, our skin, our organs, our moods are all driven by frequencies. And I was mentioning people couldn't hear, but I was holding up this wonderful device that I learned about recently. It's been introduced in the world for about a year. It's been in the United States cleared through FDA since May 1st only, brand new. That device, you can be able to work it with your cell phone and dial into not just numbers that you have to memorize, but you say, I need to have some help with a mood, anxiety. You can dial in the anxiety frequency. I've got lower back pain. You can dial in that lower back frequency. I've got migraine headache. You get that going away. It's amazing. And the kinds of testimonials I've seen, especially people all around the other countries in the world, amazing. I've been, things that all body pain. Someone had all body pain, excruciating pain for 25 years. Drugs even couldn't really help her. She used this thing 1 week. Praise the Lord, no more pain.
25 years?
25 years she had it. And this is a huge problem across the country. Lots of people have this. Jody had this pain. She got rid of it. She could tell you about how she got rid of this pain. I'll let her go into part of her story. But these kinds of things, and it's all driven by frequencies, Zelda. Just like we got those bad frequencies off your airwaves.
Yeah.
We want to get those frequencies, the bad frequencies, out of our bodies and adjust those to work right for us.
All right, audience. Okay, Jody. What an awesome.
Good morning.
Rising.
So I've been using energy-based healing since 2014. And it started on my health journey, because so the people who are listening, the Reader's Digest version, misdiagnosed 20 plus years ago.
Wait, back that up. Just don't gloss over that. You said 17 different medications?
Yeah. So I was a guinea pig.
For
I
sure.
was a doctor's guinea pig.
Oh my goodness. Who's on 17 medications?
Well, no one needs to be on 17 medications.
Wow.
That's just the whole thing.
Wow. I'm stunned. I'm just stunned. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I was a guinea pig. They said this really ties in exactly to what we're talking about today about brain health and frequency, because they said the pain that I was experiencing was all in my head. Well, we know that's true, but that's not what they meant, right? Right? Because the brain does control every organ, tissue, and cell in your body. So if your brain's not at the right frequency, and it's not vibrating, you're not vibrating at a higher level, then disease is going to occur. So, the Healy wasn't out at that time, but we have lots of different types of energy-based healing. And I've always been a fan of, hey, there's not a single magic bullet. And so I used the BOD. Well, first of all, like frequency healing is also chiropractic, right?
Right.
Energy that made the body heals the body. B.J. Palmer, he's known that. Acupuncture. These are all types of energy-based healing. And then I used a combination of the BOD, which is the bioacoustical utilization device. Now that does a complete neural reset on the brain. So if you think of your brain and you have a trauma, and the synapse has to go around the damaged area of the brain, right? Because it can't get through anymore. You bring up a similar trauma, and it tries to get through. The BOD, like the Healy, like these other technologies, is going to clear that so it can pass. So it's a reset on the neural network of the brain. Makes sense so far?
So far, so good. Yep. Makes sense.
So now I want to take you back. There's a gentleman. His name is Tony Bruno. He does muscle activation technique is one of the techniques that he does, but he is like an energy-based healer also. So, but I'm very innovative. So I took the BOD, I took it to his place. I had pain under my levator scapula from this fall that I had 20 plus years ago.
What's levator? What's levator scapula? What's that?
Levator scapula. So think about, first of all, it runs through your brain, up to your head, through your neck, down your back, it's under your, what's that part? You see where I'm pointing? Why is I can't think what this is? I'm having a brain freeze.
Welcome to the club.
Your shoulder blade.
Thank you. It runs under your shoulder blade. So, and it's a long muscle. So and I have had deep pain in there. So 3 years ago or 4 years ago, I went to his place. I put the BOD on, so it's just a headset, sound frequency. He worked on the area of concern, and what that meant was he caused for me, per my request, some discomfort in that area because he had to work out the pain I was feeling. And in 20 minutes, it was gone. I mean, like gone.
In 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
That sounds miraculous.
So, but it's not actually. But that's how these energy healing machines work. We're doing a reset on the neural network, and so you can use. There's, we just got our healing in. I have not had. We got it in yesterday. We're still doing all this setup. We're super excited, and based on my experience, this is, and there's no truth to this. This is an opinion, okay? I think that if you have PTSD, you're probably going to want to try the BOD. If you have much of anything else, you're going to want to try the healing. If, and don't just try, and none of this works on its own, okay? So you want to bring in the right nutrients to the body that specifically feed the brain. Things like D3, lion's mane.
Mm.
Lion's mane. And so Andrew and I, every single morning, have 5 different mushrooms. Yeah, we put it into our hot cocoa.
Oh.
Our hot cocoa doesn't have sugar in it. It has monk fruit. So the neuroglycemic index. So when you start looking at food as your daily medicine, and then you couple that with the proper energy, or we haven't really talked about this on this call today, but let's talk about for a moment EMF and 5G. That's energy, people.
Mm-hmm.
That is energy.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not the energy you want. It's going to fry your microbiome in your gut, going to fry your brain. So I think there's actually a Facebook group. It's like Stop 5G. I've been trying to invite everybody to it in Illinois. Stop 5G in Illinois. And I'm sure that wherever state or country that you're in, look it up. Find a group that wants to stop 5G. Energy will either help you heal or hurt you. So like that. And so, you have questions, Zelda, or?
One of our Facebook listeners wow, look at the love we're getting on Facebook. Thank you so much, Susie Mayberry Parker, Loren, Prentice. I can't see the. I'm sorry, not you, but the it's so small. I can't see the print. But Dr. CJ Mimi, she's on next week. She said the spine, the scapula, the problem you were having back there in your shoulder. She said the spine is scapula or something like that.
What's that?
I was trying to repeat what she said to me.
Scapula.
Scapula.
The scapula.
Yes,
Yeah.
spine of the scapula. Yeah. Dr. CJ Mimi, who's going to be on next Monday. We'll be talking about that. Questions, feel free to call in at 515-605-9325. And remember to press 1 to speak. We're going to go on a commercial break in a few minutes, but I just need you to talk a little bit about how the frequencies, the good and the bad, the good and the not so good frequencies.
So that's a great question. So first of all, the Earth's frequencies, I think they're like somewhere around like 3 to 7 hertz, and our frequencies are always changing, always vibrating at a different level as the Earth is. And the Earth's frequency has been rising over the years because of what us humans have been doing to it. Right? Okay. So, for instance, like we have a beamer. The beamer is a bioelectromagnetic energy regulator. Yeah, energy regulator. That speaks volumes, doesn't it?
Wow.
Right? So what that does is it aligns your frequency to the Earth's frequency. Okay, so that's a good thing. But every time, I hope that the listeners here, if you are using a microwave, unplug it, pick it up, walk out the door, find your garbage can, and put it in there. Okay? Because that zaps your energy in a way, and your food, by the way.
Wow.
If you're eating food and you're putting it in a microwave, you just zapped all the energy and all the nutrients out of the food. Yeah, unplug it. I'm just going to repeat myself in case there's any disruption. Walk over to the microwave, unplug it, pick it up, walk out the door, find the garbage can, plop it in.
Now, Susan, I'm sorry, Jody, I need you because I'm doing this on Instagram as well. And that is a comment that did make, oh, wow, look at the Facebook. I'm getting all the love. This and people are learning this. But I need you, just for the purpose of Instagram, I just need you to repeat what you just said about the microwave.
Oh, I'm happy to do that. And maybe, Andrew, if you mute yourself, it will get less vibration or feedback if you're able to do that. I think, thank you. Okay, so here's the step-by-step process.
You got
First of all, if you're eating food and you're putting it in the microwave, you're actually zapping the nutrients out of the food, so you're getting no nutritional value. So if you have a microwave, oh, and by the way, while you're running it, it's zapping you too.
You got
Okay?
5 seconds.
Oh, okay. So unplug the microwave, take it out, walk outside the door, put it in the garbage can. Done.
Gotcha. All righty. Did you get that time? Wonderful. Oh, I know you've got questions. Everybody's giving a thumbs up this morning because I remember when microwaves first came out and they were like, everybody's got to get a microwave. And they allow us to slowly kill ourselves. Oh my God. Okay. We got to go to a commercial break.
We had one in we moved to Barrington when I was 11. So it was 1974. And we had our first microwave.
In 1974.
Yeah.
Wow.
We thought we were the end all.
The Jetsons. You were the Jetsons.
Technically,
yeah.
We were my dad.
Wow.
Was a man. He was always on the cutting edge of technology, but he, like us, we just didn't know that was the technology that we really wanted.
Right. We thought we wanted it because we have been listening to the news, to the programs that are telling us what we need because we have not taken this time. This is what this global shutdown is all about. It's a global awakening. This is the time that we need, that we can take the time, do all the research that we need on the internet, because it's available 24/7, to find out about our bodies, about the brain, about the 5G, and how it's affecting us. So thank you for saying that, because you tell people to get rid of the microwave. How am I supposed to warm up my food? Are you kidding me? The old-fashioned way. That's why they made ovens. And quiet as it's kept, you don't even want an oven. You want it raw. You want it juice, but I know that's an extreme, but that's life. Anyway, we're going to take
go ahead. Sorry.
We're going to take a quick commercial break and come back. If you want to join the conversation, 515-605-9325, press 1 to speak, and we will take your call because, gosh, the questions are coming in, and you can join us right here on The Female Solution. We'll be right back, so stay close.
I'm Naima Latif. Join me and my co-host Kareem Hamid every Wednesday morning, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. on the Female Solution Radio Show, as we explore that relationship that is the foundation for our society, the relationship between men and women, husbands and wives. Join our discussion as we seek to repair broken family ties and rebuild our community. Listen online at www.blogtalkradio.com/the-female-solution. Call in and comment 515-605-9325. Press 1 to speak to our host. Or you can join us live on Facebook at www.facebook.com/the-female-solution.
I'm Beata, your holistic life coach. These days, it's more important than ever to work on your physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual health. Are you consciously breathing deeply in stressful moments? Do you have a plan or daily routine to maintain balance in your awesome body? Are you struggling to be disciplined in your eating habits?